Alright, welcome back to another episode of Todd Teaches Dungeons & Dragons Online. So, the last episode we finally finished our intro area, which is Korthos Island. And we have left that area and we've gone to Stormreach Harbor, which is this lovely area. So we come out right here at the lighthouse. This person here is the person we talked to, and if we talk to him again, we can actually go back to Korthos if we want to go back and rerun some of the quests there. So what I want to do in this episode is kind of give you a tour of the harbor and show you some of the things that are available here that were not available in Korthos area. And then after that, we'll get started with some quests here, and we'll spend some time in the harbor before I take us into the Stormreach city, which is the main area for the game. So let's go ahead and we'll run along this path. You can see there's lots of people here, refugees that came from Korthos and things like that. So we can walk along this path and go up to the docks here. And we're going to run around over here. Now, of course, you can jump in the water and swim to where you want to go, but since we don't necessarily know where we want to go, or at least you might not, we'll go ahead and run around. Now, first thing you'll notice, if you click on your map button, which is M, the harbor is a lot larger than Korthos Village. There's a lot more things to do here, a lot more places to see and quests to do. So let's talk about the few things we see when we get over here. Badri Cardamon is here. He's a quest giver. If you talk to him, he will give you a quest, which is the first in a quest chain, which means that you will do several quests for him back to back. So you can pick that up if we would like. So let's talk to him. The city's lifeblood is trade, and it flows to my warehouses into Stormreach's great marketplace. But the city is also full of scoundrels and thieves, all seeking to steal their own piece of the wealth. I suppose that's why you're here too, Paladin, looking for wealth. Maybe some fame and glory too. If you're looking to protect your wealth, I can be of help. Looking for work, are you? Alright, Hazardil's warehouse compete against my own. The lout is a fool and unscrupulous, a pustule in the back of all free agents. He sent a horde of kobolds, scrabbling tooth and claw, to attack my warehouse. They must be after a cargo entrusted to me by the coin lords. Thank the host, my foreman got wind of this. Go see him, Tamber Smythe, just up the road by my warehouse. Help him fend off the kobolds. Alright. So that gives you the first thing. And he also gives us a collectibles bag. So if we open our inventory, we will find the collectibles bag has been entered in here. Now, there's several of these small bags that we'll get here as we go through this entry area of the harbor. If you click on it, it's an empty bag, you can see here. But we've got some options. There's a search bar here, so if you're ever looking for something in the bag, you can search there. You can also press one of these arrows to put something in the bag or to send it out of the bag. And you can press auto gather as well. If you click auto gather, anything that you pick up that can go into this bag will go into the bag until it's full. We can also press gather to see if we have anything in our inventory currently that could go in here. So it looks like we don't have anything in our inventory right now, so we'll close the bag. I typically throw my bag into my last backpack slot. You can put it wherever you want. I like to keep things organized and put stuff back there, so I'm going to go ahead and put that back there. But now we have that bag, and we'll pick up collectibles that way. Next thing we see, there's another general vendor here, just like in Korthos, the general vendor. You can talk to him, and you can pick up and sell and repair just general supplies. So we can sell we're going to hold on to those throwing hammers, I think, because we needed throwing items. Repair, no, okay. Also down this way are some more quests we can pick up, and you'll notice this doorway here leads out to another wilderness area, kind of like the Korthos Island wilderness area. This one's called the Hirelings Hills, and it's meant for levels 4 through 7. So once we get to 4 through 7, we go out there. You can pick up the quest, though. This one is out in Hirelings Hills. Orcs attacked my lady Asdel's caravan as we were traveling through the Hirelings Hills. They dragged her off some nasty fort near the river and are holding her captive. Who knows what horrible things they have planned. Don't worry, I'll rescue her. Then there's Guard Crichton. What have we here? A brave man willing to risk his life in the defense of Stormreach. Gladewatch Outpost needs reinforcements immediately. Will you help defend it from the Kobold hordes? Now this is an extreme challenge dungeon. They give you a warning here. If you go to this dungeon, it's going to be pretty tough. You're going to either want to be the recommended level, or you're going to want to have some people with you. Now, this is a quest where if you click ready to go, it'll bring up the menu to go immediately, just talking to him. Now, we're not going to go right now. We are level 3. I think we could probably do it with a hireling, but I'm not going to do that right now because I want to take you around the harbor. So for now, I'll press cancel, but you can still see he has it above his head. So we'll come back and talk to him later when we want to do that quest. Now if we move up this area, we'll see here is a hirelings vendor. So looking for a hired hand. So you can talk to him if you want to get some hirelings. Now I have my level 1 Dryad. I have 34 minutes left on that contract. However, being level 1 isn't very useful. So I'm going to go down to the level 3 clerics. Again, these are the guys you want to heal you. And you can look at what spells they have available for you. Available commands: cure moderate wounds, command divine vitality, and remove paralysis. Or for Erethin, cure light wounds, cure moderate wounds, aid, and deific vengeance. Now, with these hireling vendors, you can also use a favored soul hireling. Favored soul hirelings can heal you. However, a word of caution: favored souls are also martial, and they will run into combat a lot more often than your clerics, which means that you might end up not being protected like you should. Alright, so back off from that guy. Now over there is Tamber Smythe. He's the guy that we're supposed to talk to for Cardamom. Over here is another quest area. It looks like Hazil Shipping Warehouse. And this is our very first mailbox. So it's called an Orion Lightning Post. If you click on it, it will open up your mailbox. So whenever you have mail or you want to send things or receive things, you get them here. Now if we were to compose a mail, we could click there. You need to type in the name of who you want to send it to, and whatever else you want to say. That has a postage attached. It's usually 1 silver. However, if you attach things, you can put items here to attach, or you can send money to other people. Then the postage will probably go up. Alright, so for now we're not going to worry about that, but keep in mind that that's where we will pick up mail when we need to. And you can also see, if you look on your map, it has the map symbol. It looks like a little scroll here. So there's one here. There's also one up here in the harbor. So if we continue up, we get to the next area that has some trainers. So fighter trainer, monk trainer, bard. So this is another place where you can do your leveling up. Once you get a level, you can click on those trainers to level up there. There's some more up here. And again, like I said, lots of quests around here. All these quest givers you can talk to, they'll give you quests. So this guy here, may the flame guide you, human. Okay, so there's a quest. We'll come back and get all these a little later. Another quest over here. If we go up this way, you can see this person here. It's hard to see the symbol that they have above their head. It looks like a bunch of grapes. It also looks that way on the map if you look. It looks like a bunch of grapes. Those are collectible, well, collectors, I guess. You'll pick up collectibles in quests, and you can bring them to them for pretty small prizes. They're not really worth it for the most part, but it's a good way to just earn some money when you're starting out with the first life. We also have another tavern here. Inside this tavern, you'll find a lot of quests that you can pick up, and you can also bind your soul here. So we're going to do that right now. It's called the Wayward Lobster. So we'll go ahead and come in here. You can see this guy has a quest for us when we get to a higher level. Talk to the Spirit Binder. Preserve my life if I die in battle. Yes, resurrect me here if I fall. So if we die, we'll be brought back here. Barkeep you can talk to and get things to heal yourself. But the nice thing, or the interesting thing about the Wayward Lobster is we also have our first combat arena. So this is a place for PvP combat. If you drop down in there, you will be able to fight other players. If we stay up here, we're okay, but once you're down there, other players can fight you. And so if you look, let's see, maybe we'll see some people fight here. Oh, that guy's just throwing stuff up here. Looks like 2 people there, but they're not fighting each other right now. But you can see that arena goes down, and there's lots of different areas down there. But anyway, people will be able to fight each other there. Just kind of interesting. But we're not a high enough level to do that, so we'll go ahead and go back. And let me take you around the rest of the harbor. You'll probably spend up to level 5 or 6 in the harbor, maybe more depending on how much you do. You see that it took us out right down here, so there's 2 entrances into the lobster. We can also go around this way, which is just another way to go up. And we could have also come up from over that way, came up from the lobster as well. And we get up over here. This is the gate for Stormreach. So this is the marketplace, the main area of the game, the city. But we're not going to go in there yet. But we can look, there's also a free agent vendor, Chronicle Newsboy, and then there's this person. This is the fabricator recruiter. So you want to come up and talk to him. And he'll talk to you about some crafting. So are you interested in crafting your own magical equipment? The Fabricators Guild is opening its crafting hall to those with the desire and the skill. As part of our recruitment drive, we are offering free tiny ingredients bags for carrying crafting ingredients. When you are ready to craft your first item, go to the crafting hall located inside the House Kundarok Enclave. So take the tiny ingredients bag. And again, if we open our inventory, we now have a green bag. That works the same way. Ingredients are things that you can be used in crafting. So we'll click auto gather, and we'll click gather, nothing yet. And now again, I will go ahead and put that in the 3rd slot with that red bag for the other stuff. If you talk to him again, he can give you directions to the crafting hall and the Fabricators Guild and tell you more about them. I recommend that once you get to about level 5 or 6 that you want to go do that little intro to the crafting hall quest there. And that will tell you all about crafting in this game. Here's another collector guy. Now we're going to run across the bridge to the other half of the harbor. Now, this area has some really important stuff in it. First of all, this right here, this tower here, this is called the Airship Tower. If you are in a guild, you will have an airship, or you can buy an airship. And by clicking here, you can take you to your guild airship. Now, I don't have a guild airship, so it will say I'm not in a guild. So I can't do that. And this area here is where you can go in and buy guild ships. But they're very expensive, that's why you want to be in a guild. The next area, we have that other post box there. Here, this guy here, and on our map he has a hammer symbol, is the auctioneer. Talking to the auctioneer will allow you to sell and buy things that other people have found. You can limit the level, you can just buy out only, which means that you're not going to bid on it, you instead want things that people have set a price on. For example, if we wanted potions, if I click search, okay, it'll just bring up all the potions people have posted. Some of them will have current price and buyout. Now current price is how much the bid starts at. Buyout, okay, buyout means I just want it. I'm going to pay that much and you're just going to give that to me. Now these are very expensive, some of them. Some of them don't have a buyout because they don't have that option. But you can always click buyout only. You can always search for specific things. You can post your own items, given your initial price and if you want a buyout price, and then how long you want it posted. And then you can also keep track of your own bids here. You can see when we talk to him, we also have the Shard Exchange. The Shard Exchange is the same thing as the auction house, only instead of gold, you use astral shards, which are the currency that you have to pay money for. So you don't ever have to actually get that, and you can find astral shards as drops from chests. Alright, up that way there's a few more quests. Over this way, we've got a couple interesting things. There's another collector, a quest, and then here we have 2 shops. This is going to be the magic shop, so if you have any sort of spells, you're going to get your ingredients here. Also, potions and stuff will be found here at the Dago Ward's Apothecary. And then over here at the Hammer and Chain is where you'll be able to buy, sell, and repair equipment, your weapons and armor. And then over here is the other important, really important and also new area, the banker. If you talk to him, talk to the banker, you can see your personal bank area. And if you have bought it, you can also see your shared bank account. Now, like I've said before, I've played this quite a bit. I have a shared bank account, and I have 50 slots here where I can keep things in here. Things that I can switch around from any character. All my characters have access to it. If I look through here, I can see if there's anything that I want to pass over to my character that I'm playing right now. It's a good way to pass things to lower level characters if you need to. I can use this. It's a Pillar of Light quarterstaff, but it takes 2 hands, so I'm not going to use that. Lots of little things here. There's some feather falling boots I could wear. A Blade of Inquisition. This one I will give to myself, because a Blade of Inquisition is a longsword, which is what I'm using as a weapon. But the Blade of Inquisition, you can see, it does a lot of damage to undead. So I'm going to move that over here. Look around. I'm also going to take a Muckbane. Now, a Muckbane is a weapon that's useful against ooze creatures, and I'll show you where to get that later on. There's a couple places you can find that, and I'll show you in the quest when we get there, but I'll take one of those on my character. And then also the Puzzle Cap. Gives me +2 intelligence, because I don't think of the hat I'm wearing right now. Let's see. We'll say +1. Yeah, we'll replace that. For now, let's see, for now, we'll also take these Featherfall bracers. Okay, so that's your bank, and like I said, you can store things in here for your character. You can buy more bags here, or buy in the shared bank account. If you plan on playing, like really plan on playing, a shared bank account is great for multiple characters. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to equip these things here. Now, since I have multiple weapons, I'm going to go ahead and pull out a 3rd bar. Rearrange these here. On this 3rd bar, I'm going to keep weapons. So I have my Ember Longsword. So I can move that to slot 1. Then I'll move my Undead Sword here, Blade of Inquisition. And then my Muckbane I'll move over here. Now I was also keeping these hammers for a ranged weapon, so I'll also put those down there. So I can click on any one of those to quickly switch between weapons. So that's really great. Alright. Oh, look at that. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I just got a tell, which is like a whisper from another character, asking if I wanted to join their guild. I can right click on their name and I can click tell. I can tell them, sorry, not right now. I am already going to be joining another guild. Alright. So let's keep moving. I'll take you around the rest of the harbor real quick and show you. There's some other quests over here in this area. Like I said, there's some quests up there we can get. A quest here. This area leads to what's called the Inspired Quarter of the city, and that's for very high levels, like 18 through 20. So we're not going to be there for quite a while. And then if we go this way, there's a quest here, and there's also a quest up here at the end of this walkway. Person responded back, no problem, thank you for reply. And then down here. Now this is, again, we're back up at the top. You can run up this walkway here. You can see there's another tavern over here. There's more, again, pull up on the map. There's more of the trainers down this way, and some more quests down here. Now I'll show you real quick. I put on those Featherfall bracers. I know we saw Featherfall before, but it's always fun to use Featherfall. So we can just kind of float down slowly. So there's the other trainers. There's a quest back there. There's some more quests here. Like I said, the tavern, and then there's a quest over here. So pretty much that's all of the harbor. What we're going to do here next is I'm going to show you where the solo quests are. If you skip Korthos area, you're going to want to do the solo quests as the first thing to kind of get you started. But we'll go ahead and do those in the next episode, and we'll see how that goes. So until then, play games, have fun, and we will see you.